These massive sinkholes are a warning sign that we've entered the era of global water bankruptcy, and there are fears that the system might collapse entirely. This not so cheerful news comes from a new assessment from the UN that I've been reporting on. It says that we're taking out way more fresh water from rivers and lakes than nature is able to put back in. The result, a shopping list of disasters across the planet. Half of the world's largest cities are now experiencing high levels of water stress. Rivers are drying up even before they reach the sea. Lakes are shrinking. We're even seeing some cities literally sinking because so much water is being taken out of the aquifers underneath them. If you want a clear example of how bad things can get, look no further than Iran. Here's what Lake Urmia in the northwest of the country looked like in 1998. And here it is 25 years later. It was once the Middle East's largest lake. Now it's virtually disappeared due to overuse of water by farmers, excessive dam building and droughts driven by the climate crisis, with massive consequences for the people who live there. And that's only the beginning. Iran's capital Tehran only got around 1 millimetre of rain last year, pushing it to the brink of a day zero disaster, which is where a city runs out of water completely. And some experts say these water shortages are one of the factors behind the recent mass protests in that country. But this is just one example of something that's happening all over the world. Now, the report says the reasons behind this water bankruptcy are things like farming, which sucks up 70% of the fresh water used by people, growing cities, massive destruction of wetlands, and simply poor management, all of which are worsened by the climate crisis. And people are worried that the rise of things like thirsty AI data centres will only make it worse. I spoke to the expert who led the report, and the big point he wanted to get over to me was that the global overuse of water and pollution needs to end urgently if we don't want to see society starting to break down. It is a grim picture. He told me he sees a bit of a surprise silver lining too. He said all of this is a chance to bring countries together to take action in an increasingly fragmented world. Because if we can't all agree that us humans need water for life, what can we agree on?